Young gets back online, gonna basically be refreshing all the goddamn time. After dealing with a miniature astral adventure and slaying a Bry at long last, taking a bit of time to yourselves to kind of recollect and reconvene with a fair number of individuals that you have been acquainted with throughout this minor expedition that turned into something far bigger. Eventually, things came to coming to a head where the city seemed to have gone under an attack while you guys were dealing with the Bry, as well as the revival of Castian was dealt with by a seemingly very close individual to Astron's father, who at least has offered help in dealing with Veryl's situation, but they need more information to work on before that can be dealt with. After having some very close conversations and personal interminglings between one or another and confirming information, you began to finally set your way out back home to Borisland, where you have a $20,000 gold payday to finally collect after God knows how long. Before
What?
setting off for the ship, though, the King and Queen of Luma did pay a little bit of a stop to Karnam to at least dig the knife just a little bit into Jack for the joke,
Mm-hmm.
leaving behind a bag of holding in a very intricate, overly designed box. But with that
Fuck.
being said, setting off into the actual sea itself, and with a week-long cruise ahead of you, as Cardam himself stated, you are going to be on a trade route, which is far safer than the manic route heading to the far graves. But with all that being said, it's going to be 2 days before you see these fire elementals. So, does anyone have anything they want to do during those 2 days?
Can I try to train Frankie?
You can. What exactly are you trying to train him?
Just basic stuff like sit, paw, roll over. I want to try to like do little hand signals too, so he like associates them with that too.
Do dragons have?
I'm pretty sure she means herself. Like, you do hand signals and he does stuff?
I know, but
Yeah.
she said paw
Yeah.
as an example of a command, so I'm saying, do they have paws or?
Claws.
They do have claws. Boy, already off the bat with the roll. Wonderful. Go ahead and just roll a d20, and I'm...
Mine's working.
Oh, that's
I
right,
think.
yours is working. Yes, go ahead and make an animal handling check then.
Good start.
It's not exactly so much as Frankie doesn't want to learn, so much as Frankie's currently enjoying the fact that y'all back off on the sea, and he's just flying around that ship. He almost never heeds your attention, just wants to keep flying around and doing his own thing.
I love him. Thank you.
Did it load?
No, my shit was sitting here perfectly fine, and it just automatically goes to a fucking error message. Whole screen just
Oof, it
changes.
reloaded for you.
The
Ew.
fuck?
Would have been a smart move to screen cap it real quick.
Fucking D&D Beyond, man. Ever since Wizards took it over.
I wonder if Wayback Machine would work in this situation.
Probably not, since it's a personal
I
account
don't think
thing,
so either, but... Those fuckers have a lot of shit on there that I didn't think they'd have. But
I want to try the thing I was talking about over the 2 weeks, but at the same time I can't roll.
yeah, that is an issue. You still can, if you want to try, to blindfold yourself and see if Crescent has any possibility of helping you lead.
Okay, so before I take the jump of blindfolding, I'm gonna head down to the room that we're staying in. I forget our sleeping room, continue there. And I'm gonna meditate and kind of talk to him and ask him, how does your sight work in curiosity?
It's not sight. Awareness. Consider it
Can't you-
a shared knowledge between us.
So, out of curiosity, theoretically, if I were to be blinded, would you still be able to see or sense what's around us? Or
I would be able to feel a presence, but not pinpoint it.
or Dan? Think that single-handedly ruins the idea since he wouldn't know which. Or I guess it's so fucking weird to try to think about and make logic through.
Up, it's back!
What?
It's back! Nope, never mind. Just load the campaign. Didn't load the character sheets. God damn it.
You can't get my hopes up.
Let's say,
I got it to load the campaign. God damn it.
Yeah, the campaign's loading, the character sheets don't.
Ah,
You know,
if
fuck it.
I edit the
Only one
character
that-
sheets, can I see anything on them? I cannot. God damn it. Anything is better than nothing at this point.
Fuck it, never mind then, because I don't think this idea will work just because of how his senses work. No, fuck it, I'll try it. I have. Sorry, I'm like wish-wash on this, but this is.
You are.
It's also a fact of can't roll. So do I want to? Yeah.
It is a struggle. I'm not even
Uh,
kidding. I'm starting to
Check
look
general
through.
chat.
Oh, did you get in?
Nope.
No, but I got a funny error message.
That's the one I got right there.
Oh, is it the dragon?
No, it's the
No.
beholder.
Oh, the fucking this page swallowed by Beholder.
No, whoops, we rolled a 1
Oh,
on our
no.
APA check. We're heading to town to visit the blacksmith for repairs.
Oh, I made a new one.
Why do you fucks get these neat error messages, and I'm just getting error 503 first fight?
I just
timeout?
got the same error message.
I'm now getting
Because-
the gateway timeout one.
Imagine getting an error message.
Okay, so I'm gonna simply ask you, Crescent, how much have you been observing my fighting style on here? I used a more unique form than most, so I'm wondering if you.
It is difficult to understand. You use magic to weave and flow in the fight. I call it impressive for a wizard to put up such a fight. But it also seems reliant to an extent. But that's just me.
Particularly, I'm gonna go to the between rooms and I'm gonna talk to Crescent and go. I'm going to try something out of curiosity. I can't always rely on being able to see or sense or anything like that. So I'm going to blindfold myself, and I would like you to try to guide me through movements. And I want to see how that goes, just in case of an emergency.
This can go very badly or illuminating.
I am well aware. This is. Actually, I probably get to know how exactly this is.
Funny part is, Fenn's laptop froze like a minute ago, and it's just you're moving on your laptop. There you go.
Yeah. It was like Volmer with his, like this, and Fenn's like,
Just like Professor Xing it.
that shit was funny.
But
By the way, I tried putting my saved URL for D&D Beyond into Wayback Machine, and it can't find it.
Oof.
So
I tried.
I'm
It
gonna
was a gamble. It was a gamble.
head up and try to find Jack or Ashton, depending on what they're doing.
Okay. Jack and Ashern, are you doing anything special in this time?
At some point in time, like for the most part, I think Jack is just leisurely sitting around on the deck. Because for one point in time, Jack wants to go talk to Carmen for a second.
Okay. Very easily. He's either at the helm or he's kind of just relaxing on the deck at some point, just overlooking the sea water, just relaxing and very evidently enjoying the time of just traveling a trade route rather than anything wild off the scope of the Fargraves.
Jack's gonna come up and go, Carnum, question for you. It'll
Hi.
get a little bit quieter. Would you be willing to rent me your room for a little bit of privacy for this voyage?
There is a genuine look of confusion and almost like he doesn't believe you that you're asking this question. I mean, what you got to offer?
Jack pulls out 20 gold.
I'll be honest. Not thinking you were actually serious. Asking for the captain's quarters. What for?
What do you think?
I don't know your crew all that well.
It's more private and quiet.
Less than you think.
So what do you say? Yes, I know my persuasion if you want me to roll that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, make a persuasion check. Yeah, no, it was just the thought in my head of like, yeah.
Oof, low roll.
There's a very long pause. You see him kind of just like taking puffs of his pipe the entire time, just thinking about Lord knows how many things, possibilities, and what it is that you ask of him. Make it a solid 50, and don't leave anything messy.
I have a spell for that. He hands him 50 gold.
Okay.
Which Jack has like 4 gold now, I think.
Okay. Don't get too loud. Ain't got a lock.
Need to learn the spell silence. Huh.
But, Ashton, are you doing anything this time?
I imagine that Asher might be a little bit preoccupied at the moment.
Okay. But I'm gonna guess this is the conversation.
No, this is after the conversation.
Okay. Okay. So, if anything, after Jack enacts whatever plan he seemingly has for Cardon's room, for whatever reason whatsoever, don't imagine it taking all too long, I would hope.
He said he's borrowing it for the trip, so he's got that whole room to, you know.
I don't think you specified trip.
I did specify trip.
I didn't hear trip, did y'all?
Can verify he said
He
trip.
said
I
trip.
wasn't paying
Really?
attention.
Yeah.
Alright, that's on me. I'm struggling with the pain of trying to do Cardin's voice with a raspy ass throat. You can tell I'm fucking failing. But in either case scenario, there would easily be a time at some point that Astron and Jack, I imagine, would be on deck for Volmer for you to find them.
Maybe.
Hey, I'd like to try something, but I think it's best if someone watches this in case. I was hoping you two could keep me from accidentally damaging everybody.
You trying out a new
Yeah, me-
kink or something?
What do you say?
Said you trying out a new kink into some exhibitionism?
Jack, I swear to God. I am going to attempt to blindfold myself and have Crescent guide me through some basic sword work. Just in case I... Can you please
Oh,
stop
man!
asking
Astron and
me to
Dalmar.
give me a-
I got Astron and Dalmar, no one else.
I'm refreshing now.
Holy-
Okay, but if you're gonna do this, Volmer, we need to do it on the top of the deck, so if you fall into the ocean, it'll be funnier.
Suddenly I'm thinking Fenor might be the better option.
Gateway timeout.
Well, I
Really?
don't want to get above deck because I'm worried that I'll swing the wrong way. And I don't want to even potentially risk that.
I mean,
Sorry, to
everyone will
interrupt.
be away from you.
PTK, could you screenshot
Yep.
my stuff? Thank you.
Yep.
I mean, everyone will stay away from you. You don't have to worry about hitting anyone. It'll just be entertaining for everyone at this point in time.
Jack, I genuinely don't think it's a good idea to do it above deck.
I mean, it's just funnier.
At least below deck, if I hit like an object, it doesn't have potential to be a rope or something and throw us off course.
I mean, yeah, it only has the potential to put a hole in the side of the ship and sink us.
I'm thankful for your confidence in my strength, but I doubt I can put a hole in your ship with my sword.
It's a magical sword.
It's not like I'm going to be using his powers. It's just he's going.
I mean, sometimes you
It's
can't
just
hold
like-
back and it just releases.
Volmer,
Uh,
do you want to just fly around and do it up in the air?
Why do you need to be blindfolded?
The idea is that in a situation where I can't see or something's affecting my sight, that he can guide, so that way I can keep fighting.
Did he tell you he could do this?
No, this is purely theory work right now. He said it could either go really well or really poorly.
Oh, okay, then we need to do this on the top of the ship. Everyone needs to see this shit. Let's go, come on. Let's start pulling them up.
If I stab someone, I'm blaming you. I want to make that look.
So,
That's
as
fine.
you are dragged up to the top of the ship, now to be more so presented wise. As you put on the blindfold, I would like to know how exactly are you going to try and have Crescent guide you? Like, are you just giving up all control, or are you going to try something with him?
I'm thinking it's like having someone in your ear telling you what to do in which direction, but not like I'm not having him take full control. I'm having him guide, basically.
Okay.
I'm so curious if this is gonna work. or
I'm
not.
gonna go up to where Fanoa's at and whisper in her ear, tackle him.
So,
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Ooh, better
Volmer.
idea. I'm gonna go up to Pest.
Okay.
Sit on this too.
Trusted you, bastard.
You're gonna tell him to tackle Volmer also?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Pez just kind of off on a, kind of like, not like crawling on one of the masts, but kind of like just hanging off of one of the ropes, kind of just like monkey style. He's just watching this whole like situation happening. And when you go up to him,
I just kind of
You just-
gesture him down. I'm like, come here.
you see him just kind of like, just kind of crawl.
Sneak up on him. Tackle him.
Sure.
Someone's gonna get stabbed by accident, and it's gonna be you guys' fault.
And you just start watching him just kind of crawl his way towards Volmer. Volmer,
If I kill him by accident, it's on you.
Volmer, go ahead and roll me just a d20 for now.
Oh, I'm so happy. So fucking happy.
1d20 or disadvantage.
Just a d20 for now. This is for Crescent.
I love how excited Fanoa was when I said that.
I'm still real excited.
Hey, I found a better way. I just realized since I've access to Dalmar's character sheet, I can get it in PDF form.
Woo!
I'm gonna Dalmar, and that one is Ashrin. There you go, PDF form of your character sheets. Much better. The struggles of trying to figure this shit out.
Oh, that's great, actually.
It's also
And that
editable.
has
Oh,
everything.
it has everything. Everything.
Damn.
That's why I realized, like, wait, can't I download this? Like, I know they allow you to print these, so can't I download this? Like, yep, export a PDF. I'm like, I'm taking that.
Perfect.
Wonderful. We now have offline character sheets for Ashen and Dalmar. Probably
Yeah.
should get that for you guys when I get the chance for when this happens again.
Yeah, I need to. Can we all do that for like all of our other saved characters and shit?
Yes. If you click on the name and at the very bottom of like share option, it's export to PDF.
Okay, I need to get that for Ashana. In case I have to delete
Yeah.
for room.
You can. Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Volmer, as you are blindfolded and you kind of hear the footsteps a step away from you, kind of giving you room to pull out Crescent and kind of take a deep breath and put your belief in him, but at least try and sense the surroundings yourself as well to keep yourself as self-aware as possible. And there's this interesting sensation that comes over you as Crescent goes with your line of thinking. He kind of joins in with trying to interlink with each other on sensing the surrounding area. Finoa, go ahead and make your athletics check to tackle the fuck out of Homer. I gotta make...
Does she have advantage since I'm blindfolded?
This is just gonna be straight roll for now for Finoa.
Okay.
Okay.
Jack has opened.
I'm
So-
pretty sure, Volmer, your passive perception, I believe, is 14. I believe.
That sounds right.
I can see at least passive perceptions on the phone.
Okay.
Yes, I can. Awesome. 15. Goddamn, you passive motherfucker. So, as you begin to hear the very rapid steps of feet beginning to kind of echo across the deck itself, and for a brief moment, you're kind of like, huh, interesting. Before you start hearing it get much louder and louder and louder, right directly towards your direction. Go ahead and make me an athletics check, just straight roll.
Okay, so 17. I don't remember if I have proficiency, but I have a +5. It's dexterity.
Acrobatics
Or
is dexterity.
acrobatics, yeah.
Athletics is strength.
That's plus. I think I'm a
One.
plus one.
Yeah, +1, I believe. Yes.
So that's a tie.
That's a tie. As you begin to move out of your way, because tie goes to the attacker, you begin to kind of like step out of the way, but you aren't really using the perceptive vision of Crescent to help you in this case. It's more of just like, oh, that's very clearly someone coming at me. But as you try to sidestep out of the way at the very last second, you feel the gut impact of about half your height just football tackle you just straight in the groin. And while it isn't the most brutal of impacts, she wasn't going all that fast. You can still hear the very devious cackling of a small gnome, just enjoying herself and what she just did.
Right in the dick.
This is why we can't have nice things. Okay. Can you please get off me? You know,
Just keeps laughing.
Oh man.
can you please get off me? Bullshit, guys.
I'll get off her, but she's still laughing.
Yeah, oh, 100%. I could easily see Fino just straight up just laughing her ass off the entire fucking time.
Wait, what about Pesh though?
What about Pest?
Is he gonna go and tackle?
None of y'all see Pest right now. Because he got even higher than Dalmar's passive.
Oh damn.
I hate you all.
Is that for
you
perception?
all.
No, that's sleight of hand on Volmer.
Oh, what are you trying to go
Why
for?
are you all deciding to pull? I trust Ash and Jack to watch over me while I do this cool thing.
I'm
Make sure I don't hurt
not
anyone.
stealing
Homer,
anything.
you willingly put a blindfold on around us? You didn't
Because I
expect us to fuck
trusted
with you?
This was like a sign of trust of, oh, these guys are my friends. They won't mess with me if I try to do this.
You specifically asked us.
Fuck with you.
You specifically asked us to make sure you don't like hit anyone or break anything. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we're testing you, and you can't expect us to. We're not gonna kill you. That's trust. Not that we're not gonna mess with you. That's what
I
you
hate
do
you
with your
all.
friends.
I love this. So what is?
Also, Jack, what was that dagger roll?
That was a different character.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was kind of curious to see if it would still roll over here, so I rolled it.
I was worried he was chucking a knife at me.
Yes, same.
No,
I saw that too, and I was just like, oh no, that says Shauna. Okay.
Yeah, Shauna. I was curious. I was downloading the PDFs while I had access. I also downloaded
I
Corvette.
got them all to load.
I'm just taking something not needed off of Volmer because he said he wanted to try something. So, okay, let's see what he can sense. I know. I was trained as a thief. Let's see if he can sense that, Mr. Jedi.
So, Crescent said he can sense things around him, right? And like
He
if there's
can.
like
Yep.
Does that mean he could sense Dalmar walking up to me?
Well, if Dalmar's not making a stealth check, then yes. Because you're just going right in for the sleight of hand. This one is Volmer. Whoops.
You know what? Sure, let's roll stealth.
Well, you went for the sleight of hand first.
True. That's on me.
Oh, this is great. I love how this turned out.
I
love how it
tried
turned
to
out.
be closer. You all decided to bully me.
I love how it turned out to, okay, no rolls, guys. And we have to do like 10 rolls.
100%. There we go. All PDFs are there. I
Also,
will.
I got my character sheet on D&D Beyond back, so I can do quick rolls now.
Okay. Yeah,
Maybe
that's
we
only if
dump
you don't
those
have your character sheet,
PDFs
obviously.
into our character chat so that they're saved there.
I could spam those into the character chat. I can.
The current party setup.
Yeah, I can do
Dump
that.
them in there.
That's a much smarter move. I was gonna do that later, but that's a much smarter move. Boy, I wish these were labeled by any means besides just kill the kills, just whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said I could send Stalmar, right? Since he rolled sleight of hand for stealth.
Yes, but he got a 27 on sleight of hand. That's beyond your passive. So you, at the very least, once Finoa, who's just been cackling this entire time, just finally releases you and is still just laughing her ass off, at some point in that instance, you just feel a presence behind you, and you do hear Crescent does kind of speak up and goes, possible thief. And you just turn around and you just, there's the sense that someone's there. You can't see them with the blindfold, but you can still just sense they're there. And Dalmar, you're just looking, just kind of like you're just holding the dagger in hand, just like kind of bare in his face. Blindfold doesn't let him see.
I'm gonna turn towards him and go, "Is that Dama or Jack?"
I'm gonna stealth away.
Make a stealth check.
Oh, this is funny as fuck.
I imagine Jack and Ashwin are just sitting on the side watching all of this happen, and it's wonderful, and it's the best thing ever.
I'm never trusting you bastards with something like this again.
I gotta ask, is Vivian sitting there with us?
Vivian has actually been sitting on top of one of the masts. Just kind of, she climbed her way up to the crow's nest and just kind of like hopped down onto one of the sail brims.
She's looking down, all beckoning her down towards us. And...
You see her just looking down, literally just watching this chaos happen. And she just gives you a thumbs up.
Pat the little side of the deck next
For
to
the
us.
record, Dalmar is giving Volmer extra data sets. I'm not tackling him in the dick or anything.
Yeah. But as you ask that question, Volmer, you pause for about 2 seconds waiting for a response. And then you just hear Crescent say, I lost them. Where'd they go?
I guess that's a
Okay,
different-
just to really throw him off, I have a wild magic sitting here at 5, so I probably should activate that cloak and fly super
Ash,
high
no.
up above, and I'm way up there. It's not gonna affect him, but if it explodes, it'll be fun.
Okay.
Loud explosion up above him, he's gonna freak the fuck out. It'll be great. So I'm gonna go up there, and I gotta get that out of the way.
Okay, go ahead and just start rolling d20s for me until we get this, because if you reach a certain number again, yeah.
And I got one more thing to help Volmer with this shit.
Okay.
Well,
hey guys, I trust you. Can you help me pass this thing?
while Ash
Yep.
does that, Jack's gonna send Lily towards Volmer.
I have no
Okay.
idea why that didn't send over, but it was a 20.
I saw. So you're up to
Okay.
6 now.
Yeah. And he's just gonna have Lily kind of like circle around him to see if he reacts to her. She's invisible still.
Is she stealthing or is she just invisible?
Just invisible.
Just invisible? Oh, there it is.
There's the net one.
There is a brief moment, Volmer, that while you're standing there kind of just wondering why no one responded to you and where this stealthy entity is, and as Finoa's just cackling her way away from you after having her fun, at some point you do hear Crescent kind of perk up again and goes, a small bug?
What direction?
Around.
Can I try to intercept her with Mage Hand? Intercepting with Mage Hand? Just like cast it. in
I
the
will
water.
preface, you do need to. Oh no, you don't need to see from Mage Hand. Never mind. That's right, because you can pop it out the other side of a door. That's right.
The moment he goes to cast a spell, she's disappearing.
Okay. So as you go for your mage hand to try and see if maybe you can intercept it, and as you kind of just like very slowly start in casting these enchantments and whatnot, before you even get the final word out, you hear Crescent go, "It's gone."
And then all of a sudden you feel a dagger land right next to your nuts into the deck of the ship. Try it again, Volmer, and that'll go an inch higher. And you'll be an inch lower.
What? What did I even cast at? Also, I was just casting Mage Hand.
In the meantime, hey, Ashton, go ahead and roll a d20 to see how bad this is.
The title of the session is Fuck with Volmer.
What session aren't you guys fucking with me? Let's be real.
14. Standard. D100. So we're not blowing up the ship this time.
There's a reason I fly that high.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so glad I got that nat 20 though. That made the
90. You have not gotten this one.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
So as you're flying that high, and
Uh-oh.
Vivian and I imagine Jack has just been kind of like keeping a leisurely eye up there to kind of just see Astrid. And while you see her kind of like, not necessarily meditating, but keeping a focus on what she's doing, she just vanishes. Astrid, you're just invisible.
I'm aware that I'm invisible.
You're aware of it.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm
Try
gonna
to
come
mental
down.
comms if she's still there.
You have to be able to see them to initiate comms.
Ah, shit, you're right.
Yep. Well,
I'm gonna come down now that I'm invisible, and I'm gonna try to. Actually, if I were to just like hover above the deck, would that help me with stealth? Because I'm not super stealthy when walking.
I would say yeah.
Okay. First, I'm gonna sneak up behind Jack
Okay.
and just poke him.
yep. As Jack is braiding Volmer, you tried to cast at Lily.
Go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage. And I would say because you're floating above the deck with the cloak, just go ahead and just straight out of 5 at the end there.
Oh no.
18.
Just
Passive,
above my,
passive.
just barely. I got 16.
So, as you begin to float your way behind Jack, and you eventually just give him just a very gentle just poke after you berating Volmer in that instance.
Let's see how
Just feel
bad.
just a little just touch.
He'll jump back and look around. And just kind of like put his hands out. The fuck was that?
You okay over there, Jack?
I'm gonna go sneak up on Volmer now.
Something just touched me.
I think you're losing it, bud.
Asher, as you begin to float your way towards Volmer while Jack is kind of distracted, like looking around, Dalmar's kind of just enjoying himself, twirling the dagger that he just got from Volmer. You notice just under like a very small brown blanket-like tarp,
Oh no.
just very slowly crawling across the deck. And you being hidden, he cannot see you. You just see this very small claws just just crawling his way towards Volmer.
I kind of want to fuck with him, but I kind of want to see him tackle Volmer.
Never trusting you thoughts of something like this again. It's really bad.
We've given you a lot of good data though.
No, you
Not
haven't. I have been tackled.
I'm gonna wait for
Daggers
Tess
thrown
to do
at
his
me.
thing before I do anything to Volmer.
Okay.
I will admit though, Jack, having Lily fly around me was helpful.
And
That is the one thing I will give you guys.
that and the stealthy thing. So you can go through invisibility, stealth. They can stealth through the passive blind sight. So we've given you some good data and had some fun while we're at it.
Speaking of, Vollmer, while you are waiting for something more to happen, and Jack, who was berating you for a quick second, you hear him suddenly just lose concentration on you for whatever reason. And while you're waiting for who knows what's next to happen, at the very base of your ankles, you just feel this very faint just tug. You have no notice from Crescent, but you feel the faintest of tugs. And Ashrin, since you can very easily stealth up, you just see that Pest has a very thin line of fish wire that he looped across, and he tightened the knot just a little too much.
Oh my god. I fucking love it. This turned out better than I could have hoped.
I feel like I'd instinctively go to kick there.
Do you want to?
No, but I feel like Volmir would.
Make an attack at disadvantage.
Can I trip him while he's kicking?
He's on the ground still.
Pest
Volmer's
is on the ground.
Volmer and Pest are both on the ground.
Wait,
Why is
I'm not
Volmer
even
on the ground?
anymore. I figured I would have gotten up by this point.
Yeah, he would have gotten up, yeah.
Also,
See,
can I
this
point out-
was all like around the time that I thought Fanoa tackled him.
Yeah, and then she let him go and he can stand back up.
I got up, and
Yeah.
you did the thing with Lily after Dama robbed me. And then you
Yep.
threw the dagger. Also, the point of this was just to see if Crescent could guide me through some basic
Yep.
swordsmanship, not all this.
Trial
Gotta
by
make an
fire.
attack at disadvantage.
It doesn't matter because I deal 0 attack damage, but fuck it.
9. As you try and go for the kick, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me real quick. 15. So, as you go for the kick, almost instantly you feel your legs be taut for whatever reason. And you feel that line tug at your ankle. And while you manage to not fall face forward going for the kick, as you go to step onto the ground, you feel something kick your leg from under you right beneath you. And you go face first, and you just fall onto this odd, fluffy, raspy lump on the ground. You just hear this.
You, like, quickly get up and take off the blindfold and look at what the fuck just happened.
And as you roll off, you take out the blindfold, you just see Pat just throwing off a ragged rug just off of himself and just scurrying away just rapidly while still trying to, like, just...
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
He just looks at you kind of interested, and he looks down your legs. Scurries away.
I'm gonna look down at my legs.
You just see just a very thin piece of fish line just currently tied around your ankles.
I mean, I already have Crescent out, so I can just real quick just...
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
So, I imagine I'm still real close to Volmer, right?
You are.
Can I get behind him and lift up his cloak? Because I'm assuming he's still wearing a cloak at this point in time, and just whoosh over his head.
Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check.
Now someone
I'm
just
not
needs to pants him.
blindfolded at this point. I want to make sure she sees him.
You're not. 15 is your passive. So, as you go to lift up the cloak, and for the most part, you do a pretty damn good job of being ever so careful. It's at about that apex point that Vollmer, you just faintly feel just a little bit extra breeze on the back. And at that moment, kind of like, hold on a second. And as it gets flipped over your head, you can very easily, with one arm, smack it before it goes fully over. And you look behind you, and there's no one there.
Forgot to push to talk.
Yep.
I'm gonna real quick like take it off and like turn it on and go. The blindfold's off. You don't have to. Oh. And then I'm gonna turn to Jack and go. The blindfold's off. You don't have to mess with me right now.
That wasn't me.
And the sky is red.
I've been over here. Your sword would have told you if I got near you, wouldn't it?
From what I could tell from being tackled, having a knife thrown at me, and what the fuck else happened? I don't know how the fish wire got around my feet. You can hide through his detection, but you can see, if that makes sense.
Let's put it this way. You know that wasn't me who did that because it was too nice. I would have pantsed you.
And as Jack says this and gives Ashrin the idea, she's gonna try.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check, and Volmer give me a straight perception check, because that's
Wait,
trying.
real quick. She's not stealthing, is she?
Yes,
She is. It's a special kind of stealth. She hasn't tried anything yet to give it away.
Because Crescent can sense invisibility, so he should be able to tell she's there.
Well, you're not focusing on him right now. You're focusing on your sight. But go ahead and make me a perception check, an active one, because at this point you're not blindfolded and you're getting messed with your pants. That's a bigger challenge.
Oh no.
You're flustered. You're kind of just
100%
like
gonna blame Jack for this.
you're like so focused on trying to like make sense of whatever information you just got, trying to just like fuck off Jack's situation, that before you even really realize it, you just feel the tug of your trousers just get pulled down on you.
And on that note, I'm pulling my pants up and going back below deck.
Question.
Uh-huh. Muted.
Hi.
Ah.
Hello.
Yeah, you're there.
Okay, cool. But no one noticed the.
Yeah, I feel like this is a whole show for the entire crew at this point.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. She's gonna catcall us.
Give us your best cat call.
I can't.
I can barely whistle, so I can't catcall.
I can whistle, but it depends on how good it is. Depends on the day.
For the record, Ashrin made sure that she only took his pants and not the underwear.
Not the underwear. Yep, I kind of figured.
Okay.
Wilma, do you want your dagger back?
No, was that you who snuck up on the wall?
Just
Yeah,
literally
said
just
you were testing.
rolling the dagger.
I helped you test.
I'll take that back. I'm going below deck.
Oh,
Here you go.
Thank you. I'm just gonna go back below deck.
I'm gonna go get my dagger.
And Ashrin is still missing.
Jack's gonna go below deck with Volmer. And walk up. Alright, enough fucking around with you. He's gonna pull out a short sword. Let's try it for real.
Jack, I was just pantsed in front of an entire crew. Do you really think I'm still in the mood to test shit like this right now?
Realistically, half these people have already seen you in your underwear.
I don't think Wilmir's ever gone pantsless in front of the group.
Yeah, into the water.
bath.
At
The-
most, he's gone shirtless.
I
He kept
thought
his
you went
pants on
down
during the
underwear.
water.
I thought you went down to underwear too.
No, he only took off his shirt.
I think that was Ashley done number.
No, it was... Yeah.
Jack got naked.
Okay. Yeah, Jack did go all the way. We know this.
Yeah, Jack all the way. I mean, fair enough, but if you want to, just me and you.
Maybe another day. Not right now.
Okay. If you need anything, let us know. Sorry.
Kind of scorched that bridge. But that's okay.
If you need anything, let us know. He says, "Is fucking."
Sure.
To be
Are you
fair,
doing
he doesn't
anything?
know I told Fanoa to go tackle him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could have like, oh, give. Well, actually, no, that would have.
Do you think Jack could stop Fanoa from doing that? In any
Okay.
sense of the word, could Jack have stopped her?
Sure. Are you doing anything with the last 55 minutes of your extra invisibility?
I don't know. I kind of want to fuck with more people because it's really fun.
Do it.
But I also feel bad because Volmer seems pretty upset.
Oh yeah, and instead, can I go down and check on him? Like after I
Oh,
want to see it.
I know what I want to do.
Yeah,
I'm
easy
gonna
enough.
go
It's
down.
easy enough to go check on Volmer.
I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna follow Fanoa down.
Okay.
And there's like desks in the room, right?
Very minor ones, but yes.
Yeah, and I would assume that there's maybe some paper and a quill or whatever laying on the desk.
Very shaggy and half dried out ink. Yeah.
That's fine. I'm in the room with them, but I'm gonna pull the chair out, and I'm gonna sit down, and I'm gonna write a note that says I'm sorry, and I'm gonna sign it with a little heart and write Ash.
So, as Fanoa, you go to check up on Volmer. What do you say first? Because that would happen first before Ash's little.
You okay? You seem pretty upset. You good?
I'll be fine. Had worse happen. A little frustrated.
That's fair. I will say you should have expected this, but that is pointless, and we can actually help at some point if you want. And emotional support system? Okay. And then pat him in the
You at that point you hear the of the chair just scratching out of the desk. Just you don't see anything there. You see Quill just start floating up, just start writing on the paper. Go ahead and make an attack at disadvantage.
Sorry, boss!
It's
To be fair,
Fair.
I deserve it.
because I was
It
gonna
is
say
fair.
Volmer's probably gonna instinctually withdraw a crescent.
Oh no, I think that hits.
16. Does that hit you, Ash?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, as you start seeing the I'm S.O. Fanoa, you just run up and just wham! Are you doing full on force?
Okay, I don't want to, and I'm so sorry, but
it's
it's
fine.
sense for the
This
change.
is
It
going
is
to do it.
restrictive. Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Clock me right in the fucking noggin.
Right in the
6 points as you
back of the dome.
rock against
This is
whatever
karma.
visible form is in the room with you. You don't still see it. You just feel your fist make contact with soft skin as you go across whatever it is actually you take your 6 points of damage. And even as you finish the impact, you hear absolutely no reaction whatsoever. Even as I imagine Ashton's just holding her cheek, just like, ow.
Uh-huh. I will
You hear-
continue writing.
It's a little more shaky and a little more scraggly.
And there's a blood
I
drop
will-
on the
I
paper.
will sign it out. I will sign it Ashrin and then write ow.
Oh, Mom, I'm so sorry!
You should have expected it.
I love how this is such a wild ride. It's just the first day.
The first fucking day. Anything else you want to do with your 50 minutes of chaos?
Oh, you have to fuck with Jack somehow.
Not in that way.
Bring a
Or
whole
enough
new
to
meaning
make
to
on
str-
purpose.
Bring a
I
whole
think
new
I'm
meaning
gonna
to
go.
stranger.
I'm gonna go back up to the deck, and I'm gonna continue to just randomly poke Jack at random intervals.
Go and just roll a general sleight of hand check for me, and Jack, go and just roll a general perception check for me.
Yeah, because he's pretty sure like she went invisible.
It takes just about the second or third time. Not long at all. Mostly just because it took so long for the second one to happen, and once the third one occurred, it kind of clicks in the mind, and at that point it's more of just like trying to see if you can find her? Question mark?
Um. I'm just gonna be, like after the third time, be like, you know what? Take a play of this game. Invisibility.
That's unfortunate.
I'm start smacking. Uh,
Now that he is invisible, that
Is it
killed
cloak 10
my
minutes or an
fun.
hour? Let me double check this. I
An
just
hour.
remembered that.
Cloak is an hour.
Okay, so it's a full hour. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that cloak. Is Vivian still the mast?
Yeah, she is.
Jack's climbing the mast also.
Oh dear Jesus.
What?
Jack has the same idea you do.
Yep.
Oh no!
Yep. Mhm.
I'm gonna fly up there.
I'm gonna climb up there.
As you fly on up, you kind of just see her with just a dagger in hand, just at her side, and you see her just kind of like very gently, just kind of scraping lines. It doesn't seem like she's like writing anything or any sort of thing. She's just scraping just ever so faintly on the wood.
I'm gonna take out my dagger and just gently scrape the wood.
You see her instantly like stop as she sees the secondary scrape just show up out of nowhere. Very slowly flips the dagger. Just kind of looks around.
I'm gonna very quickly write "hi" in the wood.
Just gonna go for a strike while you're writing the high.
Fuck. Get my shit kicked in.
Oh, disadvantage because you're invisible. Exact same fucking roll. Okay. 16 on the dot.
Yep, that hit.
As you start etching in the H as quick as you possibly can, you watch her, she just very quickly just swipes the dagger and just gets right across the cheek. And as you, once again, there's that moment where it's like, you want to cry out in pain. There's no sound whatsoever coming out of you. And you can tell that she felt a resistance there somewhere. But as you very quickly, even holding one cheek, that cheek has been through hell today. You finish the eye really quickly and kind of back off just a little bit, enough to keep from her swinging again. She kind of just looks down at the scratch, just... Jack? You fucking with me?
I'm gonna go down and instead of writing "hi," since I only have an H, I'm gonna change it to Ash.
And you do watch her. She's hesitant this time, just watching the A and the S go up or get etched in. You do watch her just kind of like look very confused at it. Yeah. What are you going for, Jack?
Her money pouch.
Okay, it's not 20 or nothing.
Find out how much she actually has left.
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check to see if let me see if I have access to her fucking character sheet even.
This is too entertaining.
I'm having so much fucking fun.
I do.
Ash is like, I definitely got to learn this spell.
Part of me
Hey.
wants to make Fanoa invisible next time Volmer and Fanoa have their
dear
like
Jesus.
wrestling match.
How much damage did I take from the dagger?
Oh right. Vivian. Oh, actually a decent amount. Jesus.
Oh,
No sneak attack, but 5 points of piercing damage.
okay.
Whew. Thank God.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's not a swashbuckler, so she didn't get that sneak attack. But Jack, as you see her distracted with the etching in the mask now, and you swipe the gold from her, she has 314 gold, 72 silver, and 14 copper.
Okay, I'm just keep it on the character sheet. I'm gonna
Okay,
hold on to
yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Any
not
weapons
deleting
she has, I'm gonna take those.
She has all that you guys gave her. She has she has her 2 daggers. She has a short sword. She has a light crossbow, and she has Fencer's Reach.
Okay, let's go with Fencer's Reach.
Okay. God, Vivian, you're rolling terrible right now. As you see her just kind of looking around, and you do hear eventually she's like, Ash? You fucking with me this time? That's Jack's job. And he's really bad at it. As you...
I'm just gonna write yes.
And in that moment, Ashton, you can see that Fencer's Reach at her side is just very slowly just kind of slipping out of her holster waist.
I'm using both microphones this time.
And then I'm taking the short sword next. I keep going until she fucking notices.
That's the moment. As you're holding Fencer's Reach behind her and you try to go for the short sword, it's a little more difficult because it's in a scabbard on her back more than anything. As you try to lift it up ever so faintly, that's the moment that Ashrin, that you see the eyes kind of like register, kind of like they, oh, motherfucker. She's going for a swing.
At me again?
No, behind her. $14? I don't think so.
Nope. Jack's gonna swing back, smack her on the side of the ass, and crawl down the fucking.
Go ahead, make an attack at advantage, or strength check to so you check your choice advantage.
We'll just do dexterity.
17 does hit. So as you dodge out of the way very easily, as you watch her go wide with the swing, and you go for the slap, very just no resistance whatsoever. Do you go with Fencer's Reach in hand?
No. Open palm, side of the ass, and just.
No. I mean, like, do you leave Fencer's Reach, or do you take it with you?
I already had Fencer's Reach. I was going for the short sword afterwards. Yeah, I'm
I
taking.
know, but I'm saying, are you taking it
Oh yeah.
with you?
Oh yeah, I'm taking it with me.
Okay. So as you go for that, it's got nothing against fucking invisibility.
I'm not trying to do damage, so it's not really an attack.
Well, it is a swing, though.
But it's not an attack roll. It was a dexterity check.
No, but it is. You are hitting.
I'm not doing damage though.
You are hitting, though.
I mean.
That's the thing. It's a hit. It's not a damaging hit, but it is a hit. Ashton's just poking or tripping, but you're actively hitting. You're going for that swing. So, at that moment is when the invisibility would break in that instance. And as you start just crawling your way down...
Bonus action Misty Step.
She is going to... Yeah, it's the only shot she's going to be able to take with it. She's just going to take one quick shot at you with a crossbow. Hopefully she doesn't miss her mark. 20. So as you misty step away, and as you appear and you take 2 steps off, you watch as the crossbow bolt just lands directly at your feet. Maybe like 5 or 6 inches off.
Cutting words. I wanted it to miss completely.
What, Tracy? Without shield, because you're on shield right now.
Oh, never mind then. It wasn't cutting words.
Yeah.
Yep. Because it's 16, so I'd drop down to 17, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so... So as you watch the crossbow bolt just land right at your feet, just directly down there, and you just see her just holding the crossbow. She's not reloading it, but she's just holding it, just directed down at you. It's
Jackson,
not mine, but it's a fancy sword.
and he's also gonna hold on to her money pouch like this. Not very good
That's
at
when
it,
you
huh?
see the smirk kind of fall at that point, kind of like a, you motherfucker.
Uh huh. He's gonna slowly head
You start-
downstairs.
You also see her just like very quickly look around, kind of like, Ash, are you in on this? Bitches. And she starts putting the crossbow away and start making her way downstairs.
I'm gonna follow them both.
He's gonna retrieve her bolt, just digging it out from the deck. And you do just like hear Carnum kind of call at that point. He says, "No holes in my ship. Just repaired her." And you do hear Vivian call. It's like, "I'm broke now. Ash or Jack will pay. You know what? Ash will pay you too. They'll both pay you."
Jack will yell from as he's heading down the stairs. I'll fix it later, Carnum. I got magic for that.
But eventually Vivian does kind of, after climbing down the mast and making her way downstairs to you, just kind of like looks at you with crossed arms, tapping her foot, very much the woman energy of, give it back.
Jack's actually just sitting there at the door to Carnum's room and walks in.
You just open the door and she's just standing in the doorway, just standing there, crossed arm, tapping.
He sets it on the nightstand. And Jack's gonna lay down.
I know, okay. As you do so, you just watch just the coin purse and Fencer's Reach, or just the coin purse?
Just the coin purse.
She'll go and she'll just grab the coin purse, but she kind of looks at you. It's your friends, you know.
I didn't catch that. What?
It's your friends, you know.
What about my friends?
Or
I know. Why do you think I took it?
might be a thief, but even I'm not gonna steal a sword unless it's magical.
Fair enough.
Are you doing it quietly or loud, or just casual?
Just casually.
You just hear the door just behind the both of you. You just watch her just like instantly whip her head around like, that's you, Ash. I swear the next bolt's come for you.
So violent today.
Where does she keep her bolts on her?
It's not like so much a back holster, so much as like it's kind of like on the side over here on her shoulder.
I'm trying to decide whether I want to continue fucking with people or if I want to just drop it.
As you don't respond, you watch her just go for the cross. So she's not doing it offensively or like threateningly. You just watch her just reloading it.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy and just kind of dim the candles in Garnum's room. And with that, I would assume it drops and I become visible.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So as you snap your fingers, while the snap itself has no actual audible tone to it, as you come back into appearance and you see all what few what few lit candles he has in his room, as it is daylight more than anything, just go out. And while there is a window to give light in the room itself. You can definitely tell that its shader's darker due to the lack of other windows in the room. And you kind of see her just kind of look at you, just so confused as she finishes loading the crossbow. She looks at Jack. Since when is she the romantic?
I've read a lot of books.
And yet you blush when I talk about that kind of shit? You watch her just kind of just holster the crossbow. You two are fucking annoying, and she just walks out of the room just shaking her head, but smiling.
Okay. So what's everyone else doing?
If anybody else is doing anything, Meryl at the moment is just enjoying leisurely on the deck after viewing all this chaos that just occurred, kind of just enjoying themselves, just out looking the sea, just very much taking in the nature. Now, if anybody else has any other plans for day one? Ashrin can take her long rest,
Oh no.
get her health back, recover from the cut on her cheek and the soreness and bruise.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Beat the fuck out of
had
her.
it coming. She had it coming.
I assume Jack's gonna heal me up because he's a nice person.
I imagine
right?
it's not. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
After seeing the cut and a bit of a swelling forming there.
I've got a fucking black eye on one side and a cut on the other.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
You know, this invisibility shit's kind of fun.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. I couldn't make noise though, which was a little bit of a problem.
That's not normal.
Well, is anything about my magic ever normal?
Fair enough. Yeah, invisibility is fun. The best thing is you can make other people invisible too. I kind of want to make Fanoa invisible.
What?
That might be fun.
You should totally do that.
How long would she be able to not attack someone though?
Oh, I'd almost immediately go tackle someone, so I was thinking I could finally tackle.
It'd be a one-time thing, you know.
That's fair.
So, we're talking about the rest of our free time, right? I'm probably gonna meditate with Crescent and try to figure out the whole seeing without seeing thing and things on how that works without help this time.
Okay. Go ahead and just give me a wisdom check. 20. And as you concentrate on that, and there is a semblance of connection there, and you can definitely feel it. And as he kind of passed on information to you before, there's almost this sort of building blocks sensation there. Like, that's only step one, and that as you start to focus on that with him and kind of workshop it a little bit, you can kind of feel that the both of you probably can work to better that connection in some way, shape, or form. And whether it's because Crescent is either not strong enough right now, as he has said several times he's not fully awoken yet, or there's something else there that you're missing that puzzle piece. That's the difficult thing to comprehend.
Alright.
But as the first day goes without a hitch, and the second day arrives, wherein you all kind of awaken and spend the time as you please again, just leisurely one another, until eventually you would hear Crick up at the crow's nest kind of just call out to y'all. We got a fight over on the east side. Flames on the water. We pursue, Captain.
It's like smoke on the water, but
Violence. No.
Oh.
uh,
uh,
but you do see Connors kind of look up at Crick for a moment before he looks down at y'all and goes, I'll leave it to you to ruin the peace. Takes a hefty puff of his pipe.
I'm enjoying the piece.
Okay, I will say I'm not on board with fighting it, but we did already kind of ruin the peace.
We did already ruin the
Well, if no one's gonna speak up for adventure, back to the cruise. Ignore it! We're moving on. Muted. But as you all kind of now being notified of this flame on the water action going on, just off on the eastern side, about maybe 1,000, 2,000 feet off, easily viewable with the horizon itself clean as day. You just see these balls of fire, almost like these snake-like wisps, just swirling around this one section of the water for whatever reason. And you swear for a single moment or instance that there is one or two of them just vanish for whatever reason. Before eventually you kind of just see it almost like dispersed to a certain extent. Whatever that was, who knows? Non-metagame knowledge. But as the days continue to roll on, if anybody wants to roll for an encounter by any means, I'll leave that up to you guys.
Oh, Ash, 100%.
Oh god. Alright. What do I roll?
D100.
Oh, couldn't just have a nice leisurely voyage. Y'all
Fine.
gotta fuck around and find out. We find another dragon turtle.
Oh. You might like this one. I gotta go for this.
Is it something that isn't gonna kill us? Because that'd be wonderful.
No, it isn't actually.
Oh. Excuse you. Can you not do that? Thank you. My camera like got all blurry.
Oh.
It's on the 5th day, so 2 days out of arriving at Kalfad, before you start to see a ship on the horizon making its way towards you all. And for a brief moment, you don't hear any call of any sort. Just kind of thinking like, oh, they'll move, they'll go pass aside. But as it gets closer and closer, you start noting that it's honestly really small. It's maybe the size of like a singular 5-person passenger ship at absolute best, manageable by 1 or 2 people at the absolute most. And as you start seeing more actual detail to the ship itself, you see that it's this very strange coloration to the wood, where normally you'd see either deep tinges of brown or maybe black at the absolute best. You see that it has paint all over it, paint of like these weird greens and yellows and oranges just all around it. And eventually you watch as, well, it's just been floating in the ocean, you watch its flag eventually get, or the sail eventually get dropped down, and you just see this odd symbol of a skull with 2 gold coins just covering the eyes, and a tongue just sticking out of the skull itself. And you just see Crick, you hear Crick just call out, just go like, Captain, think we got a merchant on the waters. And you even see Carmen kind of looking, and he was like, the hell you mean a merchant? Ain't a symbol I ever seen. And Carnum just kind of looks at you all intrigued out of his mind, goes like, I got curiosity. A lot of you.
Yes.
I'm interested.
Small ship. If they're unfriendly, I think we could take them.
Hail them. See what they got to offer. And possibly pillage.
So
Last resort.
Arnhem casually admits to piracy.
I'm pretty sure he has already openly admitted to y'all that he's pirated.
he has.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure he has admitted it.
Since we skipped over a couple days, can I also say that like each night that Jack isn't busy, he's gonna be checking over his notes for the Aquin to try to better his knowledge of it.
And you now have Eyes of the Runekeeper, right?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and just make me 3 intelligence checks real quick.
1, a 2, a 3.
Very nice.
Damn.
19, 20. With Eyes of the Runekeeper, it's so much easier now. It's still not possible to learn the language from this, but at this point, it's kind of like you've got all the keys in place. Now you just need a book to audibly read to like put the puzzle together yourself. But at this point, you kind of know like the gist of the language, the alphabet, and you can at least puzzle together some phrases on your own to at least, if you travel somewhere that speaks Aquan, you can at least, well, a little bit broken just because you haven't practiced with the language itself, you can at least convey information between it.
I got high school level of Spanish, is what I'm
Pretty
getting at.
much, yeah.
Okay.
But as eventually you see Crick pull out this small little glass reflector to kind of hail over the ship itself, and you eventually see off on its own too, it flashes its own small little light in return, in response, pulling up alongside you all, and you eventually watch as they toss a couple ropes onto the deck, to which Brozar grabs them and ties them down so you guys drift together. To which you see on top of the ship itself, there is 3 people. One of them being a lizard folk, one of them being an Aarakocra, and one of them being a goblin. The lizard folk seems to be a bit older. You can see the scales have kind of started to blacken a little bit with age. There's these very few missing patches with whatever clothing has. It's very fine and not exactly ragged, but definitely worn out, definitely from the travel at sea. While the Aarakocra themselves seems to have a much more put together outfit, seemingly custom made, and you can very easily tell since it even has slits in the back for the wings rather than just an open back for them to use. And the goblin seems to have a very strange design to him, almost like has this very small vest on him with these very loose pants on, and this very small hat that kind of almost mimics a fez, but is a little too wide because it covers the entire head. And as you hail them up, and you watch as the goblin himself kind of just like crawls on the rope and goes up to you all and just stands on one of the side of the deck on the railing itself. You watch as she kind of like takes that odd hat off and bows to you and goes, "Welcome to the odd emporium of traveling waters. I take it you would like to see some of our shells?"
Sorry. I just realized how little gold I have. I have 1 gold. After paying Cardiff. That's awesome. I'll come to Volmer real quick.
Curious. I want to know what they sell.
Come. You're welcome to visit the ship and see what we have to offer. And as you hear that, you see the Aarakocra kind of fly his way up, and you see him gesturing down towards with one hand out for you all.
Before we head
Almost
over,
like he's gonna personally fly you down one at a time.
Before we head over, I'm gonna go to Volmer and be like, "Hey, I forgot to give you this the other day," and I'll hand him back Fencer's Reach.
Okay.
Comms up.
Yeah, I don't want to go over to the boat by myself.
I can go by myself.
Noah, do you want to ride over to the boat?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear what
I
you
am-
said, Volmer, by the way.
We didn't understand what you said, Volmer, by the way.
I'm planning to go as well.
Okay. I'm gonna guess, Ashton, you're using your cloak.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my cloak and fly the Noah over. I don't necessarily trust strangers.
As you fly your way over, and you do see that the Arakaka and the Goblin both look you intrigued as you fly over, and you do see that the lizard folk, once you land, is just very gently just clapping, goes, "Ah, it's been a while since we've seen such a rare cloak. I don't think you thinking of selling, do you?
No.
Ah, where are the merchants, after all?" And you watch as he kind of just gestures towards one room where he opens it up himself, and you see along the walls this absolute mess of items, all just like properly hung. But what you very instantly notice is that almost everything here is something of a very high value. Gonna quickly.
So, is it just me, Ash, and Fun, or is this Ash or who's crossing?
That is a good question. So, Ash, Fen, and Volmer currently are there.
I'm going.
Jack, Dalmar, do you also, however?
I'm still stealthed and comms are up.
Okay.
Hey, comms are up.
Yep, comms are
What
up.
happened?
Hey, Jack.
Hmm?
Yeah.
What?
You remember that thing I gave you to stick in the giant ass crystal?
Yeah?
May I perchance have that back now?
I don't think these people are going to be able to afford what that thing's
Mm-mm.
worth.
Mm-mm.
It's worth a shot though. And then
Fanoa, you're probably better off selling it in a bigger city.
Okay, what items do they have here? Because you said they're all high quality.
yeah.
Yes.
They
I'm trying to make this
appear to
work,
be
but right
high
now it's being a little
quality.
weird right now.
Because I imagine the quality of items speaks a lot more than the size of the ship.
Yes.
Shit, insight.
Okay, the pluses are being annoying, so gonna have to edit that just so faintly. Oh, why did it do that? Oh, weird. Oh, wait, can I just do this? Boop. There we go. Much better. Don't break on me, please. I'm begging. Don't break. Get rid of all that. Move this over, and I should be able to send this very easily. I hope I have learned. I probably haven't, but I hope. I have not. Fuck. I might just share this file at this point.
I love it. Just, here's the fucking file.
There we go. No, it worked. Hey! Also, I can now add the pluses in there because... There you go. Boop. There we go.
Defender Rapier? Ifriti chain? What the fuck is that?
I don't know, but I feel like Fanoa needs that great sword.
A 3D chain is chainmail armor. While wearing, you gain a +3 bonus to AC, immune to fire damage. You can understand and speak primordial. As well as you can walk across molten rock as if it were solid ground.
Holy fucking hell, that is actually really good. Great Sword of Life Stealing Dam. Ion Stone of Fortitude. Ion Stone of Strength. A 9 Life Stealer Short Sword.
Would you be willing
I-
to offer a discount for a trade?
That would depend on the trade.
I'm going to pull out my deck of illusions. If I remember correctly, it's the full deck.
It is.
This is a deck of illusions. It's a deck of cards. When you pull one out, it creates an illusionary image with just different things. It's very rare.
Oh wow, what a deck of illusions is.
I figured as
And you-
much.
Do you watch him as he like very gently takes it, and you see him kind of look over it, opens it very gently, looks at it, and kind of looks at you, before kind of like just gently handing it back. I'd be willing to discount 1,000 gold pieces off one of our wares.
I'm going to turn to the Great Sword of Lifescan
No.
and offer the 50 gold pieces in the deck of cards for the Great Sword of Lifescan.
Very well. And you watch him just very carefully go to the casing, and he pulls out a ring of keys, literally a ring of keys off of a necklace from beneath his shirt, and he sorts through for about 2 or 3 minutes, just agonizing, just hearing him just go like, no, and just eventually he finds the correct one. He opens the case, and you watch him just ever so carefully just pick up the greatsword, and he seems to pick it up with absolute ease, as he just kind of walks towards you, and he places it gently on a small counter that he has on the side of the room. Payments.
I'm going to put down 5 platinum coins in the deck of cards.
Payment is accepted, and you watch him as he takes both of them, and he puts them in a small little box just in the side of the corner of the room, and he hands you the greatsword. Vollmer, are you
Oh.
taking it, or Fanoa?
I'm going to pick it up and offer it to Fanoa.
As soon as it gets into your hand, you feel just the weight just pull you down.
Fanoa, I got this for you, so you can take this off my hands real quick, please. It's kind of heavy.
I tackled you when you were vulnerable. Why gift me? No. I'm gonna take it. But I'm not gonna use it.
You realize that's arguably worse than just denying it, right?
I'm gonna use it at some point. It's gonna be a trade. Also, Jack, Crystal, do I have Crystal?
Keep in mind, this is worth like over 500,000 gold.
It's worth a shot. If they try to fight us over or something, we can kill them and we can take their stuff. So I only see this as a win.
Okay. Into the
Thank
ring.
God for mental comms again.
Yep.
Yes. I was about to call you on it, but I remember that Dalmar did call comms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
So
not using
he will pop into the ring.
And as
Fuck
you do
it.
so, you instantly hear just an instant shock of the lizard folk. Just kind of go like, where did he go?
At this point in time,
Mhm.
Ashrin has become pretty used to Jack doing this. And he
Yeah.
has given her a warning. Is there a possibility that she could just catch the ring in her hand before it drops on the floor?
If he gives you warning, I would say yes. If he doesn't give you warning, at that point it's just a, Jack, you didn't warn me.
I mean, they hear the conversation of me going, okay. So she'd know I'm going to do it, so.
Give me a dexterity check. 10?
Eh.
It bounces once, you snatch it before it bounces again. Just like, little more warning next time.
and then he'll hug onto the freaking stone that's almost as big as him and pop
Okay.
out.
And as you kind of hold on to it, and you just kind of open palm, knowing that it's coming soon. As Jack reappears, you all just feel the ship just kind of shake slightly for a moment, and you even hear called out outside, "Everything okay in there? Not breaking the merchandise, are you?" And you do hear the
Good.
lizard folk have to like, uh, a stone. We may need you. He kind of watches the goblin eventually kind of makes his way down the rope and kind of like stops as he sees this big ass crystal just in the middle of him and goes, "Huh, that's new. Are you selling?"
Hi. I have giant crystal. I think, if I remember correctly, it's about 500 pounds. It can absorb magic, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Um, um, how much would you be willing to pay for it?
It absorbs
If it's
magic.
worth 500, ask 650,000.
Yes. It can hold
It-
magical spells, essentially. And I'll pull out a smaller version of it. And something like this could hold like a first level spell.
Does it eat the magic?
No, it can be expended again. Actually, double check the wording you had on that.
Yes. It gets expended as your spell slot.
Yeah.
So
But
it
it's.
swallows the spell, and
Yep.
you can use it as a spell slot. It's not the same spell. It's your new spell slot.
Yes, okay, so it recharges your spell slots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's essentially a on-call extra spell slot.
Yeah. And so I'll kind of explain that to him. Just you can store spells inside of it, and then later on you could use it to get back spell slots.
And you do see this face of just like both confusion and mesmeration, kind of like a that's incredible, but also like how the fuck does that work? It's a crystal.
Yeah, you're not gonna find this anywhere else. Let's just put it that way.
You gotta be stealth.
Yeah.
You do watch as the goblin kind of like walks his way up to it, and you see almost like deliberately he's avoiding touching it in any which way whatsoever. Kind of like looks at it, like really focuses as much as possible on it. We deal trade in gems and jewels. This is unprecedented.
We've already had someone roughly estimate its value at over 500,000 gold.
You do see the lizard folk kind of just like almost visibly have a heart attack in that instance, and you see the goblin have to like very quickly take off the hat, wipe whatever grimy sweat he seems to be lively forming. Oh, mm, that's a high ticket item for sale.
That's a low ball estimate, also.
We are not dual appraisers, not of that caliber, especially not magical caliber of this kind. Mm. I don't believe we carry that much gold on us. I would have to check our coffers to see what we have. And he kind of looks over the lizard folk, kind of like with a nod, and he's just looking awestruck at the gem. Give me a moment, if you will. And you watch him kind of like scurry off, and you see him open just like a hatch in the deck itself that seemingly is like a hidden hatch before he just leaps down below and closes it behind him.
Yeah, a stone like this could keep a archmage casting spells for probably 24 hours
We. I've
or more.
never seen such a stone.
And you
I
probably
am
won't see
willing
one.
to assume that we may be willing to trade one of our higher ticket items for it entirely.
Here's the thing, actually. I'd rather not if I'm going to be giving it away, especially because it's such high value. I'd much rather just get the straight money because I feel like that's a lot more reliable. So I appreciate the offer, but I'm gonna have to turn that down. Thank you though.
I see. And eventually, you do watch as the hatch gets just opened up again. You watch as the little goblin just kind of like crawls up, closes the hatch, makes sure to shut it right behind him, and looks at you all kind of like a little bit nervous, kind of like, we currently only have roughly 350,000 in our coffers. It would be wondrous if you would accept the value.
Remember that store owner that I sold the other crystals to? He's the one that could probably give you more of a full price or close to it. If you remember him. This was to you, Fanoa.
Oh, what?
I said, if you remember the other store owner that I sold the other crystal
The guy
to.
you tried to sell him to make him the stool, or so he'd make you the stool.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, the original
Yeah.
base offer was 500,000 from him, but he said that he would much rather make the stool for you, and as long as he keeps the residue, that would have been the cut deal.
So you said you have about 300,000.
350.
350?
Yeah.
Okay. Um. So say I will take that and your stuff to like make up for the other 200,000 ish. But at the same time, I feel like that's kind of mean, taking all your shit. Um, Jack, you're the expert here. Advice.
I mean, if they would be willing to do all of their merchandise plus all of their gold, it would be roughly a decent trade, but we probably could get close to 600,000 with some haggling with the other guy. So it'd be up to your call. And I know the other guy has items of interest for people, like that robe. I think Volmer had his eye on. I think that was there.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah. If you were so inclined.
I should have given this to someone else. I don't. This is. I'm.
This is
I
why
was
I've
not.
been. This is why I've been holding on to it for you.
Yeah. Um. May I pass the haggling on to Jack?
If you want.
Well, first off, what do you want to do? Do you want to try to haggle with these people or try to go to the other shop? Because we're going back to Borisland, and we could meet that other guy.
True. If haggling these guys doesn't work, could we still like just be like, no, never mind, fuck you, and go? Yeah.
I mean, we could.
Then let's try that because I want to make sure before. That's why. Yeah.
Okay.
Over mental comms. I mean, you could have just the best of both worlds. Just rob them blind and trade with the Boris Land merchant dude.
That's a terrible idea. I don't necessarily trust these three.
I
Well,
don't
they're
think
probably dangerous, but you know. It is a thought. Sorry, that's the old thief in me speaking again.
I'd rather not just blindly rob these merchants who probably haven't done anything wrong. Granted, I don't like their flag too much. Little sketchy. But it's a 5-man crew. How much pirating could they have
Three.
done? 3-man crew,
3-man
sorry.
crew.
How much pirating could they have done? So, it looks more like an eccentric flag to try to be edgy. Honestly, if you ask me, I say we hold on to it and go back to that other shop.
We'll do that then. Yeah, I trust your judgment.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, merchant guy, whose name I do not know or do not remember.
They
one
have
of the
not
names.
said their names.
Yes.
Yeah, that dude. You dude. I appreciate the offer, but it's worth more, and I know it's worth more, and I'd like to get the full value's worth. So thank you, but no thank you.
I understand. I humbly understand. Uh, do you have a way of taking that back to wherever you had it?
No. But I can do this, and I will hold on to it. And, like, actually, I'm going to tie it to myself with a rope. And I'm going to cast Misty Step and go to the other ship.
Okay.
I carry it.
But then someone has to carry you over, which adds weight
Oh,
on weight.
Yeah. But as you misty step your way out of there, and you have with the crystal in hand, it just plumps onto Cardam's ship instead, and you see Cardam even look at it confused, like, "What in the hells is that? What did you just bring on my ship?"
I've been holding on to it. It's been inside my ring this whole time.
You're an odd fellow.
Yeah, I'll put it back in the ring tomorrow.
Ain't gonna sink it, is it?
No. It only weighs about as much as Fanoa does.
Oh, it weighs a lot more than me. It's about my size.
Shh. That's why I'm saying that.
You need help with it? Yeah. You ain't got muscles, you know.
Why do you think I tied it to my back?
Well, go on. Take it to your room.
Jack's gonna start slowly.
Could make a strength check with disadvantage. But at the very least, even if it's sweating and such like an absurd level of effort,
This
and
is
you
the.
see the scrapes going across the wooded ground.
He's
as you try
casting
your best,
mending as he's going.
yeah, just cause like trying to lift it as much as possible, just like 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, just slowly but surely. And when it gets to the stairs themselves to get, oh no, are you just taking it to the captain's quarter, or are you taking it
Yeah.
upstairs?
Captain's
Okay.
corner.
Just take it to the captain's quarter. It's not gonna fit through the door, but at the very least, you can get it underneath an overhang, so it's at least covered for the most part.
You can like lay it down and like push it in.
If you want to try that.
Yeah. I mean, at this point in time.
It takes a hell of a lot of effort, and a lot of the crew's just staring at you, just enjoying the view.
Yep.
Eventually
Enjoying my
you would
ass.
See that, eventually, you would see that Panavor himself, though, would kind of make his way towards the Arakakra and allow them to ferry him down to the shop itself and kind of join the rest of the party, kind of overlooking. And he does kind of start perusing a little bit himself on what they have to offer there. So, anybody else planning on anything on that?
Does Fen have to attune to a new greatsword? Because you know if he wouldn't think about that.
Greater life stealing, are you? Attunement.
Probably.
You are attunement.
Go get close with your new
Oh.
greatsword.
Yeah, I'm gonna do when we get back on the boat. I'm gonna do that.
So, Anybody else plan on buying anything else from this list?
I have a gold to my name, so nope.
Yeah,
Keep
and
giving
even
it away.
even Vivian only has 300 something. She's got nothing for this place. You already bought that one. Boris gonna get himself a little something, and that's for him to know. Okay. But as you all make your way out and are escorted back onto the deck of the ship itself, and as Fenella, you go to begin to attune to your sort of life stealing, and everyone else starts to kind of like help them untie the boat to set them adrift as they are. And you watch as the goblin once again gets onto the side of the ship, onto the railing, and once again bows to you all and goes, "I thank you all for your business, and I hope that one day we..." towards the ship, to which they let their mast once again, or their sail once again fall, so the wind takes them, and just goes back out, drifting to sea. And you do watch as Panavor kind of goes over to Carnum to talk a little bit about whatever it is he purchased.
They are an odd group.
You watch as Brozar, who just is standing off to the side, looking at, hearing, just goes like, "And you're not." He just
I
walked
never
off.
said I wasn't. God, alright.
But with that being settled, with the last 2 days coming of the trip itself, unless anybody wants anything to do for the rest of that time, arriving back finally to see the land of Borisland in the horizon, a familiar, though partially bleak land, being very dark, lacking in vegetation and whatnot, but still familiar in name and nature. The dock itself is busy as always. It is middle of the day, as you guys all arrive to see the city of Kalfod once more before you. To which, upon arrival at the dock itself, where there seems to be a dedicated spot already ready for you all y'all's arrival, for one way or another, you do see that seemingly waiting for you at the docks themselves is Laren Lur, the old man from the planetarium, and his Warforged servant, son, question mark. And as you drop the plank to be able to walk onto the dock itself, you watch as Carnum himself is the first to step off and to welcome his old friend with a hefty hug. And even so, you see them both kind of conversating for a couple moments before you all make your way down and kind of approach as he's talking with you all, and goes like, "Now you take care of this old sad sack. He may not be what he used to be, but he's still got some spunk in him. Don't get him into too much trouble. And careful with the machine. Still don't know where he picked it up." He just kind of walks past you all, and you just see Lur just shaking his head, just like, always suspicious of things he'd never made himself.
I'm gonna shout off to Carnum. Thanks for everything, Carnum. We appreciate it.
Thanks for setting my ship on fire, you freeloaders.
I fixed everything that I could.
What you going for, Dalmar?
I'm going to swap out Jack's last gold for a copper.
Jack,
I'll make
make a
that.
perception check at the very end.
Okay,
Nope.
perfect. That was awesome.
Yep. Perfection.
One. I have 93
One
silver, 99 copper now.
But as you all on the deck of the ship, or on the port itself, and you do see as Lur welcomes you all with a very soft smile of the old man that he possibly could muster. He goes, "I was alerted of your arrival. Good to know you all made it safe. I was getting a bit worried. No contact and whatnot."
we didn't have the means to send any word, and we had to make a side trip after our events that took us all the way off to Bezelok.
Well, aren't you world traveled now? Come, you have a guest waiting for you. I'm sure you would enjoy a spot of tea.
Ooh, I have tea for you to try.
Then we best return to the planetarium post haste.
Okay.
And as you guys make your way towards the planetarium and at that NPC speed of, my god, can you please just walk a little bit faster? Taking about an hour or two to get there. At long last, where you see Lair pull out his key from his inner compartment from his chest and opens the door for you all. Walk slower. And as soon as he opens the door, you just see there, sitting on the table with a mostly empty tea kettle already, just Trillian, just sitting there pleasantly, seeming like he's been sitting there for a long time, just bored, just tapping his fingers on the table. And he goes, well, at least you arrived before the nightfall. Expecting a little bit earlier, I'll be honest. Now,
Yeah.
news at hand. You're late. Very, very late. It's meant to be a 2-week trip.
Took the time it was necessary to finish what we needed to do.
Oh, I'm not saying that it was a bad idea. I'm just saying 2 weeks was the estimated time.
Yeah,
A
well,
month and a half.
we had to go to Bezelok and travel across Bezelok. So, that was a thing.
This must have been quite the journey. If you could put on some more tea. I kind of spent you.
I got it.
Oh, very well. And as you make some tea, how much of the story are you telling? Is my big question.
Give him kind of the spark notes. No
hard names.
No hard names, no hard locations, just we went to a location out in the middle of the ocean where we found them and we retrieved it, but then it was stolen from us again from another entity and we had to travel to Bezelok. That's where we ended up dealing with said entity, and in the process, the shard was destroyed.
And you're sure it will never be a problem again?
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well then, in that case, there, if you would, the case upstairs. And you watch as Lair, after helping Ashrin serve the tea and kind of help out with all that, the sort of assistance, as he is the quote-unquote servant of the planetarium, and after enjoying the set of tea, I don't know if you want to pick which one it is, your choice.
I'm gonna do one from Luma, but I'm gonna choose one that's not like specifically labeled that it's from Luma. If that makes
Hey.
sense.
There are a couple unlabeled ones.
Okay.
She seems to just very much know all of her teas. A handful of them have labels, as like you said, like there's like, oh yeah, these are imported from one place to another, but a large number of them have no labels whatsoever to them.
Okay.
Almost like she just knows and just like when like, here you go, like take your pick. But I would say gambling on one of those. It's a very gentle, fragrant one where you can definitely feel the slight hint of sweetness, but there's also this very smooth, neutral nature to it that almost makes it so like you're just drinking plain water, but it's the aftertaste that gives that very gentle hint of like a chamomile or maybe some sort of sugary treat just to hang there, make it that much more enjoyable as an aftertaste. But eventually, you do see as Lair goes upstairs and comes back with a not small chest. It's rather sizable. It's about half the size of Finoa, relatively speaking. As he comes downstairs and he gently plops it down at the side of the table to you all, and Trillian just kind of waves to him and goes, "There it is. Your 20,000 gold piece reward from the council." "And just the 20,000 gold piece from the council," he says, looking at you, Jack.
Yep. And pull that over.
And it is heavy. It's
Okay. Will it fit the whole chest itself fit in a bag of holding?
no.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And carry it.
Yeah, we'll give it to Fen to hold on to for now.
Okay.
And
It would be a new day, so you would have your pop in if you want it.
we'll give Fen. We're gonna
'Kay,
deviate
just
out
double
later.
checking.
I got it. I want to be helpful.
Yeah.
Well, with all that being said, I'm sure the lovely joint work between you and the council was enjoyable, as it is non-existent.
Yes, very much so.
But I do dare ask if you'd be available to be called for anything else.
Yeah. 2,857 for everyone if we divvy it up with Vivian.
Which, by the way, Vivian, upon hearing the quote-unquote 20,000 gold piece payday, you see her kind of like cough a little bit on her tea.
She didn't do anything.
I mean, she helped with some lockpicking and sneaking around
She
and
almost
shit.
died, mostly.
She did.
You two should share. You're the one
I
who
feel
brought
like
it.
you definitely should get paid more if you almost die.
She did if you help and you almost die. Not if you're randomly brought and you almost die because you're unexperienced.
But she did help, though. I
She
mean,
did.
She did just a little.
with a little bit of sneaking around, lockpicking. Like, she did do a lot of lockpicking for us because Dalmar wasn't around. Vivian was around for more than actually Dalmar was around. So if anyone should lose out on the...
Anyone should lose out on the payday.
Dalmar literally was there for the, okay, shit's about to get real. I'm outie. And he came back. So,
Yeah.
how'd it go, guys?
Okay,
Shit gets real.
Didn't Dalmar technically get us the bonus by bringing us in the shard for us to destroy it? Because isn't there a bonus? For
I know. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, theoretically, yeah.
He was there for right at the
Maybe?
end. You brought us into the shard with the mind connecting thing.
You
Oh,
gave
yeah.
a bride the ticket to bring y'all in so that y'all can destroy it from the inside, basically.
Yeah. So, yeah, 2,857 with essentially 1 gold left over.
It's on the extra gold.
Okay.
So, will the council be able to call on you in the future? Or was this the one and only non-existent transaction?
I mean, depends on what you have in mind.
Of course, we'll offer it, but just letting you know, we'll need to build some more trust there. I trust you. You know I trust you, pointing you to Jack. Everyone else, though, well, the council's not as nice as I am.
Huh. So, they don't trust us after we risked our lives for them?
Well, no, because any sort of adventurer can do exactly the same for a well-enough payday.
Realistically, we should have been asking for 40,000.
Unfortunately, the threat was unknown.
Exactly. But we had an agreement, so the threat was
Indeed
a
we
lot bigger than we thought. Let's put it this way. We pissed off a fucking archmage in the process.
I will pretend that that is not part of the story, and that is a personal situation.
Oh, he's no longer mad at us anymore, but the fact of the matter is, we had to deal with an archmage too. Yeah.
My, this tea is very lovely, now isn't it? Where did you acquire it? I might get a bit myself.
You know, I've acquired so much recently, I can't remember where I get everyone.
Ah, very well. I suppose I'll just have to look at the world with one eye open, and I'll see what I find.
So, do you have any jobs that need to be done right now?
Got a few to spare here and there, but I'm sure you would like your rest, wouldn't you? Unless you're already looking for another payday. They're minor situations, if you so desire.
How many are we talking?
The slaying of a beast. Recently been causing trouble on a couple of the cliff sides.
How much?
And you watch him kind of like reach into his vest pocket and he pulls out a small little notebook that he seems to be flipping through a couple notes with. Double checking. The Cliff Lord job will be... It's currently at a 3,000 gold bounty.
Not too shabby.
Terrible. It has attacked a couple folks, but as long as they have stayed within their reach, he's of no issue. But, of course, the people are scared, and we are meant to keep that fear to a minimum.
Well, leave it to the group. If they want to take on more jobs or continue with our other avenues, like a certain druid we have to deal with still.
That would probably be the smartest idea.
Yeah.
3,000 isn't much of a payday.
No. Not split 7 ways.
No.
Wait for
Yeah.
more deaths. I'm sure the reward will bump up with it.
Fucked up way to look at it.
I'm a businessman.
Speaking of which, I'm still curious because you never answered before.
You immediately see a smirk go across his lips. He...
Come on, after we did this job for you, you gotta tell me. Magical means, or do you know them themselves?
I've seen a great many things in my entrepreneurship. Traveling the world and seeing things that perhaps others will never see. It's a blend of the both. But for the most part, I'll at least let you know I've had some assistance.
Huh. Do you have any books that may help me learn? I'm looking at Aquin right now.
Aquin. I believe I have a child's tale of Aquin, if that would help in any which way.
Anything helps.
Are you staying the night, or will you be staying here, by any means?
Probably spend the night here in town, yes, guys?
Yeah. Cool. I can get behind that.
We have some other business also in town. A shopkeeper to go say hi to.
Well then. If you are going to stay for a while, I would like to inquire where it is you'll be staying, and I can send a courier over to you.
Fuck, where did we stay last time?
No fucking idea.
Yeah, Boulder's
It was a random ass inn just off the docks.
Was it off the docks?
It was just off the docks because you guys wanted a not super low, but like a medium quality.
Okay, I thought
Uh,
we did something around Troll Hall, cause isn't that where the adventure kind of area is?
That's where the Adventurers Guild is. Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't we stay at the Adventurers Guild because they offered us free rooms?
Don't believe so, because you guys aren't part of that Adventurers Guild.
Oh, right.
I could be
Okay.
wrong. I could be. I could be blanking.
I think the
Yeah, I think the
only
Adventures Guild we're in is in the
It
different town.
it's in Balloon Star.
yeah,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
and that's only a couple people. It's only 3 people,
It's only me and Dalmar.
and
No,
Fanoa.
And
me
Red
and
and
Jack
Beryl.
used the
Oh, yeah.
basilisk to buy
Yeah.
our way in.
Yeah.
He got in. He
That's
got
right.
in.
Yeah. No, you're all in. Yeah. That's right. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The
That
Adventures
was
Guild we
during
totally
my
completely
transition
forgot
from
about.
Corveus
Yeah.
to
That was the
Jack.
transition. Yeah, between Corv and Jack. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Killed him with Corv, turned him in with Jack.
Yep. Just took the honor, took the glory of the kill.
Okay. I think. Is there any inns around Troll Hall area?
There are quite a few. If you want to stay there, I can give you a couple of options as well.
We'll go to whatever the mid-range inn is in that area, and we'll probably stay there.
Mid range. You kind of see him kind of like a bit of a smile crosses his lips, and he flips to an empty page on his little journal, and you watch him very quickly pull out a quill and just write into it, seemingly with no ink, just writes into it, tears the little paper out, just hands it to you, and there's no wording on it.
Look at it.
Hand that to them, and you'll be set.
Shit. Can we go to the high-end one with this?
I wrote that one specifically for the mid end.
Okay. Oh, but yes. Yeah. We probably spend the night and set off hopefully sometime tomorrow. Our friend here has a very small
Fair bet.
deadline to figure something out, so we gotta go deal with that first. We might be back, see what kind of work y'all have.
Go. Of course. As I said before, there's always those willing to sell their lives out, quite literally.
Yeah, fair enough.
With all that being said, and our transaction having been not established, I will take my leave. I will find this tea. It's very good. And you watch him take one last sip of it, finishing his cup before setting it down and just excusing himself formally and leaving.
As he's leaving, I'm gonna say, you're probably gonna have to look very, very hard.
I'm used to looking for things with rare sightings. And he walks out the door. And Lur just kind of smiles as he kind of sees you and goes, "Well, I'm glad you are all right. Do take your time as you do, please. I have fixed up the sphere up top, though its capabilities are far more reserved without the shard.
Yes.
Upsetting to hear its demise.
Yeah, we do apologize for that, but if there's any solace, its destruction, we were able to fully eliminate the person who assaulted this building and save the soul of someone else. So,
The price of a life. I dare say it's worth the loss of knowledge."
very much so. And, should be safer here for you in the meantime. Less, worrying that someone might break in and kill you for it.
It's going to be much quieter as well. I will have to adjust. I need a new marketing scheme, as you children say.
Oh.
I don't know. Tea and stars sounds kind of nice.
Not for the children.
Well, don't market for the children. Market for those who.
I had to show Homer.
Oh my god!
It's my nephew's, not mine.
Okay, I was gonna say,
It's
Dharma got a
so
puppy.
Cute!
Adorable. Pet it. Pet it.
Don't have speakers.
Give it the pat. Oh my god.
Farrell's
It's getting my phone again.
Oh,
So cute.
Oh, you
look at
adorable
his
little
floppy
bastard.
little ears. Oh my god.
I love them. I would
Adorable
die
little
for-
bastard.
Oh.
But he would smile, and was like, "Well, enjoy yourselves as long as you please. I enjoyed the tea. Were you keeping that a secret, or do you really don't remember where you acquired it?"
Do I trust Grandpa?
It's Grandpa. Of course you trust him.
My insight rolls are trash today.
He's trying to extract information from you, Ashran.
He definitely is.
Jack's just gonna blurt out. Yeah, we went to Luma.
Luma. Heard that name one time or another. What just happened to you, Ashton?
Her kid came running in. She goes, "Come here," and he just runs out. Just nope. That was fucking hilarious.
He's been with my mom. He was with her last night, and he's been with her in town all day. And so I was like, this is the first time he's seen me in like a day.
Hi, bye.
He was like, oh, hi. And then I was like, come here, you want snuggles? And he's like, nope.
Oh fucking hell.
But yeah, he does, I have heard that name before. I'll have to look into it. Thank you.
Yeah. If you ever get the chance, it's fun there, but hard to find. Very hard to find.
The cat gets hugs.
That's awesome. Okay.
Well, do enjoy yourselves. Day's already halfway gone. If you have anything to take care of, I suggest doing so. And take care of that chest.
Ah, yes. Fanoa, that's your job.
Can we maybe open it up here?
You do it. You instantly kind of see, Lure kind of like look at it curiously. Goes like, "Is it trapped?"
I don't think so.
I mean, do you think Trillian would trap it?
No, but you just made me hesitant.
It's either that
I
or
will-
open it around a bunch of random adventurers who see a lot of money.
And carry the chest through the streets.
I can check for traps if you're worried about it, but
If you may.
okay.
Fucking Trillian traps this shit.
Investigation.
Thank you. Now, if only I can find it.
They're in
Give me the
alphabetical
middle.
order.
They are in alphabetical.
Yeah, but my eyes went from medicine, intimidation, insight, and I just didn't see it. One of those things.
Oh, shit.
There's a nuke attached to it.
Oh god.
It's
Alright.
not
There's
trapped.
some kind of device that possibly runs on magic, lightning bolts? Question mark.
Open it.
The force of a god.
Yep.
It is not trapped.
Looks clear.
Oh, thank God.
Just start divvying it out. Just 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 3 3 3 3 4 4 4 5 5 5 5.
I was kind of
Really
just hoping
clear.
it was in maybe like conveniently labeled bags that are amounts and shit.
Nope, it is just
No.
all just one big ass pool.
Oh,
20,000 gold pieces.
Yep.
May I suggest it makes it easier if you do it in clumps of 5?
Or 10.
This is funnier.
100.
The thing about 5s is that it's easier to visually identify because your eye can track to a single pile that has a 2 and a 2 and a 1. 10s, it's much,
It gets a little funky,
much
yeah,
easier to fudge
to
a
mess
10.
it up. Yeah.
Not that I would know from experience.
Which
You
is-
know.
Yeah. We'll
But-
divvy all that shit out. Give Volmer the extra gold piece.
After spending the
also-
next 3.5 decades doling out 1 coin at a time.
On a real life note, it is a great way to count quarters and shit.
Yes.
For that very reason, I go 2 1 2 good, 2 1 2 good. But anyway,
With each of you all with your paydays and your very nice tea in each of you, what is the plan?
We should head to the Dragon's Magic Horde Shop.
Mhm.
That is where we had the owner, Ivan Wingspire.
Yeah.
That was the one who Fanoa might be able to sell her thing to. That's why I didn't
Which
pop
will
in.
be an even bigger fucking payday.
Yeah, this is.
I'm not. It's my money, Ash.
Yeah,
It
no,
is,
it's
I'm aware.
Yeah. I can buy nice gifts though. So
Yeah,
it's
so,
a payday. You still get something.
Let's head that way.
Yeah.
So, very first place you all go to is the Dragon's Horde shop. Aaron might have to update a little bit of his wares here. Y'all have been gone for a month and a half.
Homer, your cloak's gonna be gone.
All I could tell was she said, "I will fucking something." That's all I can read of the lips.
I'm gonna get it.
But-
If I could sell a crystal, I can get it.
I don't think it's
Alright, we're gonna try.
Place here. I actually didn't think I was gonna come here first things first.
Oh shit. Of course, it's a fuck with everyone and then shopping episode. All in one.
It is, apparently.
It's been a decent session. It's
Yeah.
been a break.
Very nice
Since,
session.
the last couple months I've been crying almost every session.
Oh no, the magic shop burned down and you guys are to blame.
Dun, dun, dun.
Tragic.
I mean, with the magical experiments he wanted to do,
Yeah,
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprising.
granted it'd be his own damn fault.
It would be your fault because you gave him the gun.
No. We gave him bullets. He made the gun to shoot said bullets. It's like that flare gun that Volmer, I think it was, posted. Like, we gave him the flare gun, and then he built the fucking mortar shell.
you wish that shell didn't fit.
Oh.
Did you know that most flare guns, a 12 gauge shotgun shell fits perfectly?
That sounds like a terrible idea.
What?
Yep.
It is a disgustingly terrible idea. Because that cheap ass plastic is not meant to contain the pressures
No.
of a
No,
shotgun.
no, it is not.
It will frag in your hand.
Do not try this at home.
I want to see videos
Certain
of
YouTube
doing that.
videos have explored that and watched them go boom on camera. It is quite cool.
Lord.
No, don't listen to Ashton. Try this at home and then send us videos of it.
No.
I'm joking, I'm joking.
That's like
Well, it'd be a great way to start a YouTube channel.
the people trying to shoot
Jesus
bottle
Christ.
rockets
Be a
out of their
great
ass.
way to end up in the emergency room.
But that's how any good YouTube channel starts,
Owen.
though. Is by ending up in an emergency room.
Not correct.
Also, equally horrifying, generally speaking, a 50 BMG round will also fit in a 12 gauge shotgun.
Damn.
Therefore, theoretically, you should be able to fit a 50 BMG in a flare gun.
Theoretically, you're going to the fucking hospital.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't say you should, it's just that you could. Well, theoretically.
Okay. How do I make this easy to add on there? Fuck.
Oh, did you like modify the pin or something?
I could, but then I have to add in the new ones.
It's like fuck it.
That is the problem, is he has some new stock as well.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he doesn't have just a static stock either. He's sold some
Yeah.
stuff here and there.
The cloak is gone.
Just think, if she would have sold it like, you know, a couple months back, you could have that robe the whole time.
Could've. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Level 6 or whatever the fuck it was, 7.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure it was 7, ironically enough, because as soon as you guys left, I believe it was 8.
You level up.
And then once you got to Luma, it was 9. Yeah, and then once you got to Ashes, it was 10. Yeah, so 7.
Yeah.
How do I add this with ease? That's the fucking question I have.
A scroll project image though would have been nice.
This without
I
breaking
thought
the
about it.
message at all. Probably not.
Yeah, some of the like a lot of these scrolls would have been nice, just as a whole. And the feather token.
I don't know what that is.
Will this work if I a message?
Yeah. Essentially,
Oh, look completely different. But
they turn into
theoretically
those
the same.
animals.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so the feather token bird, you toss it in the air, it turns into a rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
That should be it.
Did they keep the tree coin from 3.5 and is it still broken?
I don't think
Don't
so.
believe so.
Okay.
At least
I
I
wish-
don't think I've ever read about that.
Yeah, so there was a token in 3.5 that was just like a low level magic item, cheap, no one cared about. You toss the coin on the ground and an oak tree grows. Alright, no big deal. But the thing is, you could throw that under your opponent's feet and have them grow a 100-foot oak tree between their crotch and just skyrocket them.
Into the fucking air.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or shove it in their mouth.
Or
Yeah,
destroy a
but-
boat, or whatever.
Oh,
Oh.
Homer's dead.
Bitch. Go
I
on
rolled
ahead.
all these, FYI.
Yeah, and the
I
fucking
rolled all those.
9 life stealer rapier's gone too. That was the one I was looking
Yeah,
at.
Nine life steals also gone.
Oh, that's fine.
I rolled for all that.
Damn.
There's still some good ones in there. Still some, but like Cloak of Invisibility is still fucking rocking in there.
Hey,
Yeah.
question. Why are most of them crossed out except the Horn of Blasting that just says sold?
Did I miss one? I did.
Is that the only one not crossed out?
I don't know because I'm dumb.
I think my computer.
Well, when your disappointment spread to your computer, you killed it.
Not the first time I've disappointed someone in my life. Won't be the last.
Oh,
Ouch.
Ash, if you have enough gold for it, those bracers of defense would be great for you.
Didn't I already pick up bracers of defense?
Did you? I actually don't remember.
Think
I'll be honest.
so. Because your AC is like 14.
Yeah, it's relatively low, all things considered.
Yeah, I have bracers of defense. It was
Oh,
12
shit.
before that.
What's your dex set?
Ew.
14.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she's only got 2.
Oh yeah, and you don't take like mage armor either.
Nope.
Mm-mm. I have shield, so that sort of helps. And then the bracers of defense
Okay.
actually helped. No, I got the bracers of defense the same time you got the ring.
I think that's correct.
Oh,
yes,
that
I
is
believe
right,
so.
huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was on my list of shit to get.
I'm fixing the list so it looks a little more cleaner instead of like this weird poo format method.
That cloak of invisibility though.
Yeah, that cloak of invisibility would be fucking ridiculously strong on Dalmar.
Mm-hmm. That's what
It'd be
Dunwall wants.
hilarious on Fanoa.
God.
Reminds me of that one character I made in the D&D, or in the World of Warcraft tabletop RPG I made. It was a dark spear troll barbarian who, because he was just a straight barbarian, but because he was dark spear troll, he had regeneration and stealth as racial skills. So I tried to make a shock and awe barbarian, and of course, he could never roll above a fucking 3 for a stealth check. So he was just, I go stealth, roar, the character. But, you know,
Plus
whatever.
3 blowgun. What the fuck? Who the fuck makes that?
Ooh, cloud of daggers. Ooh,
Yeah. Mariner's breastplate. That's actually not too shabby.
which gold do I have?
I have like 3,000 something now, I hope.
Yeah. I have 3,000 gold and 20 platinum.
I think that I think Volmer needs that so that he can create his own backup dancers.
Yes!
You say backup dancers, but I literally played in a campaign where one of the players literally named it as backup dancers.
No,
And every time they said it.
100%.
Yeah,
think
every
that
time
he
they said,
needs
I'm like,
that.
I'm casting backup dancers. Every time I'm like, what the fuck did you say? It's like, it's mirror image. I'm like, I gotta
No,
remember that.
Not mirror image.
Oh, you're talking about which one are you talking about?
Dance Macabre?
Yes.
Dance Macabre is,
It creates
prevents
zombies.
rotting, I believe, right? Pretty sure Dance Macabre is
No. It literally makes marionettes out of corpses around you.
okay, that's what it is, okay.
Yeah,
You
essentially.
can dance around with him. I don't know. It sounds like fun.
Yeah, essentially.
Making marionettes out of
Thematically,
corpses
it makes
sounds very moral.
marionettes. But yeah.
Okay.
Up to 5 smaller medium corpses you can see within range.
There are 2 of them.
I'm thinking of General Pose, I'm stupid.
Yeah, that's the protect one.
There are 2 of them.
Helmet teleportation and a cloak of invisibility. Ooh,
But-
buddy.
I'm gonna go in there and immediately look for Ivan.
Oh, easily enough. He's at the front desk, and he's seemingly very bright and chipper at the moment right now, seeming like very pleased with himself for whatever reason, as he immediately sees this kind of like, well, if it isn't the man of the hour,
Ivan, my
Dave
friend.
Runce, it's been a while.
It has, and I think I may have convinced this one, and I kind of gesture over to Fanoa, to sell you her crystal.
Oh,
You have now.
Yes.
Are we still thinking? We're still thinking the stool. Or are we talking about simply selling it?
yes, I thought about the stool, and while I still think that'll be funny as hell to do, at the same time, I also kind of want to get a bunch of money and be everyone's sugar mommy, because I think that's also funny. So,
Oh
That's
no.
As you
a
think you're
wonderful
going
joke
and
too.
walking out of the room,
Next.
Oh no.
Oh god. That'll be great.
Well then, if you're planning, I still have the 500,000 gold piece was the promised price point originally.
I believe so, yeah.
Well then,
Any chance you
Uh,
could up it a little bit more? 550. You know, for friends.
make a persuasion check.
I gotta help her out. Gotta help her out.
27. God. You see this contemplation on his face, but you also kind of see there's also like a whimsy and like a desire in there. You can almost see the imagination, like the experiments, all kind of like rushing through his head for that instant. And he kind of just smiles, and goes, "Very well then, 550. Final deal."
Fanoa?
I
Sure.
mean, yeah, it's
He
me.
reaches his hand out towards you.
I'm gonna give it a little shake.
And I will.
The aggressive shake, though, because, it's freakishly strong.
it's been
And then I'll hold my hand out to shake his. And then
Holds it out.
I'll turn his hand sideways. And I will pop into the ring.
Nope.
And then a moment later, I will pop back out, holding the crystal.
Warlock. Didn't peg you as one.
Uh, chance meeting.
It's a whole lot of things.
What's that?
I have a lot of tricks under my belt. In more ways
Give
than
me
one.
one quick moment, and you do watch him kind of walk over to the crystal and place his hand on it and says, "I'll be right back. Not stealing. Also, don't steal." And he pops out in a whiff of black smoke that you recognize as Shadow Step as well.
Okay.
And after about maybe 5 or so minutes, you watch him pop back in with a small satchel that's way beyond too small to be carrying this set amount of gold pieces. And he looks at you, Jack, curiously. I was like, "Would you have a bag of holding?
Yes.
Would you mind holding it open?"
Do you have another bag of holding for Fanoa? At all?
Unfortunately, I do not have one in my stocks at the moment. Those always fly off the shelves.
Okay. Well, here we go.
And you watch him really just open the top and just turn it upside down and just raining gold coins just keeps just filtering out into the bag of holding, just one after another, just a fucking
I'm
waterfall
gonna
of coin.
stand in front of the door and make sure people don't come in.
You do see that there are several of the other like people just kind of like looking casually in the actual shop itself. It's not a private location, but he seems very confident to just do this so brazenly and open.
About 3 minutes later.
Yeah, literally just holding it there, just like almost done. Let it go, just a little more, and there we go.
Shake it to get the last bit out.
Like, oh, hang on. Doop. There you go.
And what is that?
Oh, it's a personal creation of mine. An endless coin pouch. It only works with coin, but it's very nice to have.
Endless as in it produces coin or just holds any number of coin?
Holds any number of coin, but coin specifically. No coin-shaped items, coin.
That's
Physical
interesting.
coin or specifically currency?
Currency.
Interesting.
I had to fix it up for one strange fellow who came with me with something called Electrum.
I hate that you made that joke.
Gross.
What the fuck is
Alright.
that?
Well,
My
A
I'm not
strange
talking about
fall.
it. On the joke.
do you have another
My,
one of
um,
those?
Yeah, I was about to ask. It's either that or Jack keeps my money, or I take Jack's bag of holding.
I am more than capable of crafting another, if you're willing to buy this. You did just come into quite a bit of coin.
Yeah, of course. How much you thinking?
I'm willing to give this one away for 5,000. It is endless after all.
I mean,
I hate that we just emptied it only for you to buy it to put the coin back in it.
And the worst part is the opening is only like say a dice bag's like opening.
Oh god.
Oh.
So you have to just keep
So we just need to
putting
get a funnel,
it in.
I mean,
Yeah, you have to handful it in.
you couldn't just have thrown it in, since I did bring you back the work like I told you I would.
It's a personal creation of mine. No other like it in the realm.
It's your money, Fanoa. If you want
I
it.
mean, sure, yeah. I mean, it's either that or I take your thing, or you babysit me, which I do not want you to do, because that makes
I do it anyways.
I don't want you to babysit my money.
I babysat the crystal.
For a long ass
Yeah,
time.
well,
I mean, you can't do. What are you gonna do? You're not gonna get that thing far.
he could have ran off at any point.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, like, still.
Previous
still,
characters did that.
Still.
Well, okay. I'll pull 5,000 gold out.
Repulls 5,000 gold out from the bag. He goes, pleasure doing business with you. You may want to get a funnel of some kind. It makes it much faster.
Sounds like Julie.
Noted.
I don't suppose you'd have one laying around that you could throw in for free.
Or a friend. And you watch him poof out once again. And then actually pop back in. And you see this overly designed with etched carvings all around. Just simple ass metal funnel that has like a very wide bottom just for you to stick it into the bag and just to dump coin into it.
Okay, well, you guys browse and I will transfer.
Okay.
Remember to add the gold.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
545,000 gold.
Yep.
You literally have enough to live off of in luxury for the rest of your
Yep.
life. You could buy yourself a castle.
So, does that mean we're stopping there so that Fanoa can figure out what she wants to buy?
We can, yeah. We can start there
Oh, I
while
know
you know it
that
goes on a
one.
shopping
I just
section.
had to add the money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one sec.
I just need to go get dinner cooked for my kid and
Oh, then we
Yeah.
can do
do all
that.
that.
yeah, we can end it there then. Specifically there. While we are literally just ending with Finoa running off to the shop to pick out the things that she wants to buy, and Jack just literally having to one handful at a time scoop out the gold over and over again.
Like
Make sure he
100
can
at
get
a
his own
time.
gold. Yep.
Yeah.
It's like 80 something, yeah, at a time. Slowly but surely putting into the endless coin pouch. And with that, we will wrap up there for the week. Very leisurely messed up